Hey, Dr. Lindsey here. This is a short video that will have 2 longer-term follow-ups. We got lots of videos of people at 1 year, 2 years. Patient number 1 is, I think now he's 74, and he came in just passing by, and we did his front 1800 graft case with fine hair 13 years ago, and he stopped by. And so he looks unremarkable. Here's his before picture. He had a little skinny widow's peak and lots of real estate here, and I guess that's what 61. He was my age when we did him, and we put 1800 grafts in of fine hair. He did a good job cleaning, and then like a lot of people, I never see him again. And so now at age 74, he's actually being honored by a society and being filmed and honored, and is going to be on a tour. And so he stopped by to see whether there's anything we could do to tweak him. So we may actually put a few more hairs in at some point to work around his schedule. But this is a 13-year follow-up on a fine-haired guy who has an age-appropriate hairline. And we just don't get a lot of guys at 13 years out, particularly now that he's 74. People often ask, do hair transplants last? And the answer is generally yes, if they're done correctly, meaning that you don't sprinkle some hair in and then the hairs that are around them go away and it looks like you had a bad hair transplant. Generally, the hair transplant lasts, until you don't live anymore, generally. But what happens when you hit your 70s and 80s is that everything in your body gets skinnier. You'll essentially lose 1% of your collagen a year. And so when you're 60 like me, I lost 60% of the stuff that holds me together. So I'm a little stretchier than I was. When I hit 70, your skin starts to get easily abraded and your hairs get finer. And so if you're starting with fine hair, they definitely get skinnier. And that continues on into your 80s and 90s. I think our oldest hair transplant patient, and this has been a long time ago now, was a guy I started when I first got out of my fellowship, maybe in 95 or 96. And we worked on him a couple times, and then he published a book, and at 89, he's my oldest patient, we did like a 500 graft tweak because he was going on a book tour. And that's probably been 15 years ago. So, and it worked well on him. So it just is skinnier hairs. Patient 2 is a younger guy. I think he's 38, and we did him 5 years ago. And here's he is before. He had some hairs here, but we shaved him down and made the assumption all those hairs are going to go away and put 3,200 grafts in. Here's the case. And I never really saw him back. And then he popped by, he was in the neighborhood, wanted to see our new office. And now he's at 5 years out, and he's got his hair a little longer, but he looks good. He's got a significant color contrast between his hairs and his scalp, but it doesn't look like a hair transplant. And here he is showing a close-up of his scar. If you notice, my hand is in there. It's probably the width of that wrinkle right there. So just 2 examples of longer-term follow-ups. We got plenty of short-term follow-ups. If we can help you, give us a call. Thanks.